Okay, ads are done. So yeah, basically today we're going to be starting out with this just to finish up the living decks, and then I'll be going over to Sword and Shield, and we'll be doing DAs for the rest of the evening. Provided this doesn't take too long. I did manage to get a level 2 sandwich. Let's see. And Humongo Pal. I also need to hope that the Pokemon's relatively close to the portal. Let's see. Pancham's there, which is not good. Pancham. Oh, okay, so it's just there. Shouldn't take too long then. I've just got to despawn them and respawn them. So I'll just run back, and if the Lucario is not there when I go back, then it's fine. If it is, then there's going to be just a small problem. I don't believe it's going to be much. Okay, it is resetting. Nice. The concern is here getting a thing. Shiny Pancham. But yeah, unfortunately it's not the best spot, so if I don't get it, I'll just keep resetting until I do. Just gotta hope I get the... Like I said, just gotta hope I can get it within this one donut. I don't think that was a shiny one. No, it wasn't. Okay. Nope. I just need a shiny baby Ryu, and then, like I said, onto something else. Hey, boss. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Hmm. But yeah, I'll be on to Sword and Shield if I can get this. I hope it doesn't take me all stream to get this. I doubt it will. Yeah, I hope you're doing well today, boss. First or exam. Ah, you're gonna ace it. Is it in a strong subject or the 1 p.m. like it could be earlier? I mean, at least it's not like right at the end of the day. That is another thing you have to like. At least I'd rather have one in a test in the middle of the day than be the last one. Like one of the last tests. Oh God, this is gonna make me reset, isn't it? Oh, okay. That doesn't seem too bad. I need to reset the game with around 200 calories. I don't know, actually. It's such a shame that it's a bad portal. Second is connecting those books to a random picture. Okay. And I assume you need to get 2 out of 3 to pass. Or 3 out of 3. I would have preferred if it was guaranteed, but if it was a guaranteed shiny, but yeah, it's fine. A random picture, and our task is to say how it's connected to one of those books. It's decided to which plus another book. Oh, okay. This has to be the least efficient way to hunt this one. However, I do not want to spend an hour trying to get a different portal. It all depends on what questions are. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, it happens, but yeah, it's I already knew what you're going for. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck with that. Yep. I've already gotten a Lucario. I just hope I don't get enough. If I get another one, it's fine, but I'm just gonna reset over it. Because Riolu is legitimately the last one I need. And I'm fully done with the base decks. So I'm just hoping that I can at least get another option is I take another option is I take the time to get another one, like a better zone. However, I think that's going to take it's going to take at least an hour, potentially. And I kind of want to get this done under an hour. However, there is a chance that it does take over an hour. Ugh. I mean, there is a chance to get a shiny Pancham. Before I get shiny Riolu. I didn't explore this zone fully. I think there might be one just behind them here. Ah, no, there's not. I don't know where else there are really on this map. Unfortunately. I think that is legitimately the only... Yeah. Okay, that's the only spot for them. Because I've got Pancham there. Yeah, okay. They could be up there, but I doubt it. This entire zone just sucks, to be fair, for these. I do want to check up there, because if they can be up there, then that's going to be better off. Then I can entries. Sorry. No. That is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping it would have been a better one. I might reset for a different zone with them. However, I do not know how long that will take. I'm gonna reset for a better zone. I think that's gonna be the best option here. Luckily, it's quite... unfortunately, I need to roll a 4-star fighting. However, I don't believe that's going to be too difficult. Although I could be very, very wrong. Hi, cute elf. How you doing? Nope. That's good. Surprising how awake I am. Have you, out of curiosity, have you seen the news with the new Steam controller with the Easter egg? I saw that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But it's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I couldn't really believe it when I saw the video of the controller quite literally. Oh, nice, 4-star. And it does. Let me check this. Welcome back. Yeah, no, that's not the one I need. Son of a bitch. Because Machamp doesn't... If that was a Heracross, that would have been the one I was after for small. But yeah, welcome back, Bass. I wish I could turn this screenshot off. Sorry, cutscene off. Because it wastes so much time. Yeah. Well, just being able to turn it off would be a massive upgrade. But also, I did not like how there's very few spots for, like, there's only like there's only really one spot you can bench reset for Riolu. And it's got like 16 other Pokemon. In range, so I'm not guaranteed. If I don't see fighting, I'm just skipping it. But I'm pretty sure the only one that the Pokemon I need spawns in is a level 4. Yeah. I mean, level 3 is nice, but it's not the right one. Okay. As probably, hopefully this is better than the other one. If not, I'm going to lose it. Oh, and it's on the rooftop as well, so it's even more annoying to get to. Cheers, game. I just need the Lucario spawn near the portal. If I get that, then it's going to be easy. Are you fucking kidding me? I did not need... I don't even know where the Riolu is. I can't... Oh my god, it's there. That's so bad. That's just terrible. And there's Machamp and Machoke. Okay. There has to be a different Riolu spawn on this map, right? Or is that the only one? Because I don't believe this is going to reset them. Or will this reset them? I'm not going to punch the Machoke. I don't need it. I need the Riolu, then I'm off to Sword and Shield. I'll give it a couple of minutes up like this, and then we'll go from there. Also, hello, Cat God. How are you? How are you doing? We're not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. That's good to hear. I'm at this point, I might as well just fly there, run to that pad, use the pad. And then fly back, right? Yeah, so that wasn't resetting it. I can soft reset because I didn't think it's in range. Okay, so let's just test it. So if that one's still... No, it doesn't reset it. Because this one's angry at me. Let's just grab the aggro again. If I do that there... It's still running towards me. So I literally have to do this, which is frustrating. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Why is it I always get the bad spawns for this one Pokemon? I just want to be done with this. Latias gave me less trouble than this one. Yeah, this is the final one for the base decks. Everything else is evolved. Everything, like, it's literally just this one Pokemon. But yeah, once it's done, then yeah, that's the thing. I'm missing 70 from the DLC decks. And I already know Cobalion and Latios are going to be the worst ones out of those. How so, if you don't mind me asking? Is it because I also have access, while I'm doing this, I also have access to the DLC? We had like, okay. Not too bad. But yeah, no, the DLC dex is going to be the worst. In this one, yeah, so Latios, Cobalion, sorry, Virizion and Terrakion I've gotten shiny. Those were all on stream as well, so... Terrakion, well, Virizion was the only off-stream one. But Terrakion took me around 2 hours. And I think Latias took me around 7. Virizion of the Swords of Justice, in my opinion, legitimately is the worst one. Solely for the reason that you cannot see Virizion. I think Virizion took me around 4 to 6 hours. But the other thing is I'm not guaranteed a shiny with this sandwich. However, after I've checked this one, I am going to check the other... I always say Cobalion, because that's just how it is for me. I am almost certain it's pronounced completely different. Donut. Yeah, I just don't have the donut. Like, this donut's kind of a pain in the... The donut system is fucking terrible. But yeah, I know the way a lot of pronunciations are different. But at the end of the day, I don't really mind, so... Yeah. Okay. Also, can I just point out the fact I'm almost an hour in and I haven't gotten this one fucking Pokemon is taking the piss. I mean, that's why it's why I pronounce it Cobalion. So Cobalion. That's how I pronounce it. Where's this? Where are these ones? Ooh, okay. Where does running to despawn them? Is there a warp pad anywhere? No. Oh, 100%. I fully agree. Like, this is basically the game telling me I've got to work for this. That's all it is. It's just I'm getting screwed. If it was here, that would be perfect, because then it's just a quick... I run down, I don't even need to run, I can just fly spam. And the other thing is I can't bench reset for this either. That's the other thing is like when you do get the fly respawn, that's good. But when you don't, it just takes the piss. I could reset until I get it near the portal, but then there's no guarantee I'm gonna get it. And I don't know how long how many resets it's gonna take. True. True. The worst one's gonna be if I get the rooftop. If I get them on a rooftop. One of those chokes will spoil eventually. I can sense. Could throw a prediction up. What am I gonna get first? I know, it's just a terrible, like, it's just terrible when it goes this, when I get screwed over this badly. Because at this point, I'm more like, well, like you said, either the Machoke's gonna spoil or I'm gonna get a fucking pink Heracross. Hi, Yuki. How you doing? I want to punt every Riolu that's not shiny, by the way. Didn't I... What... How badly sick? The other thing I've noticed as well, as I because at the start it was like 6 of them. And now it's only 3 of them. So it's even less. Oh, 30. That is very specific. That's low for it. Yeah. Ugh, fuck. Headache, sore throat, cough. Well, I hope you feel better soon. I do not want to have to reset for another. I'm not going to reset for another portal. It's just not really worth it. I'm good enough for Overwatch. I mean, it's Overwatch. Ugh. As long as you're resting, though, that's the thing. Okay, that's good to know. Am I gonna get a good spawn here? Yes or no? I'm gonna say no. Fuck me, come on. Being hit by an ad. Yuki doesn't really get served ads. Like Yuki, I think Yuki is probably the one that if they get hit with ads, it's like 1. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the only one of the few that get hit with Oh. Where's my There are the ads. But I think the worst DLC one is probably going to be Zangoose. Zangoose and Survivor. And the sole reason that is just because I've only seen it like one. I've only seen one of those like. I've seen those rifts, those wilds areas with them like less than 5 times each. I mean, that's fair. Why am I losing okay. But yeah, I hope you. I mean, I've never heard that word used in. Oh, okay. So if I bothered to go into sound engineering, I would have learned that. Good to know. I mean, most of the American language is, I don't know, it's I don't really know how to say it. I'm gonna go to that area a different way just to see if they're spawning there, but if they're not, I want to know where the rest of the spawns are going. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm actually losing spawns the longer I go on. Not really, no. I would assume if you go into sound design as a career, it probably is. Oh, sorry. No, yeah, you're correct on that one. Math, physics, engineering, wave properties. Yeah, when it comes to physics, back in school, they really did not teach much. Even in the maths that I barely remember from school, I don't believe I dealt with that one. With that, but is this fucking one Pokemon gonna take? Well, that's one phase. But no, in school it's yeah, exactly. Well, in the UK at least it's primary school, then secondary school, at least where I grew up, and then you go into college, and then after college you go to university. So year 12 is generally that's the year you'll generally end secondary school in the UK, and that age is around 16 to 17 years old. So yeah, so in the UK, college is from 16 to 18, And then university, you generally start at 18 to 19 years old and go from there. However, to go to university, you need to finish college. But the thing with that is it's completely different depending on the name of it is different where you are in the UK. Because for some fucking reason, some of the places in England decide to use the American versions of school. But where I grew up, it was primary school, it was preschool, primary school, secondary school, then college, then university. Okay, that's interesting then. So yeah, in the UK, primary school is year 1 to year 6. So year 6, you are about 10 to 11 years old. And then you go to secondary school. So that's year 7 to year 12. And then after that, at least when I was in school, you could enter the workforce at 16. Now you have to stay in school until you're 18, which I find stupid. Yeah, that is like middle school technically is correct. Also, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, I have a feeling I'm not going to get to Sword and Shield today, am I? Ah, okay. Okay, so I had 6 of the Ryu respawns. I am now down to 5. This bit is a bit bullshit. If it takes me... Like, yeah, why are there... If it drops below... If I come back and there's 4, then these are tied to... The spawns are tied to calories. Four, yeah. So that it's tied to calorie. I'm not even mad. I'm just speechless that that's even a fucking thing. So if I'm hunting these, there's literally no point to go keep hunting under 2,000 calories. Like, who the fuck designed it that way? I don't think I'm going to get a different spawn for these, though. So it's safe to assume I'm not going to get this today. I mean, if anything, most of the decks, the vast majority of the base decks was actually bench resetting. I think the worst one that I've done was Delibird. I need to murder some Pokemon. And I am spam fly resetting and no one's going to stop me. It's ridiculous. So should take me about 8 minutes of fly resetting. The concern I have is if they're gonna respawn. Curse you, Automod. Oh god. No, I agree. Because this fucker respawned. But yeah, at least it's relatively easy now. Magic. I mean, you'd think that a Weedle would be, if it well, actually depends on the game. This one I will be going till I can get. Just a bit ridiculous then. And also don't forget the towers in Johto. With one of them burnt down with Pokemon dying. Okay. I actually don't. I'm actually interested in that. Maybe. But we know Bennett is literally just a toy. Like a doll Pokemon. And that's possessed by pure hatred. But then again, in my opinion, the ghost Pokemon just don't make sense from a lore perspective. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. And the other thing is why the... I know the older fossil Pokemon, like not the Gen 8 ones can't, but all the other fossil Pokemon can breed now. Yeah, it is. It is literally just the Galar fossils that cannot breed. Why the fuck would you Nuzlocke this game? True. Internet numbers. I'll be, if I was gonna ever do a Nuzlocke, I thought I KO'd that fucking Heracross. Nuzlocks get clicks, yeah. I don't know, if I was to do a Nuzlocke, it would just be base game. It would be like, it would probably be Emerald or one of the DS games. I know I know a lot of Nuzlocks online. I know a lot of people who do Nuzlocks, especially content creators, generally have a shitload of rare candies. Yeah, true. But it's easy to lose Pokemon in a lot of other games. Like, it doesn't take much for a... Oh no, 100%. I agree with you. I don't know, if I was to do a Nuzlocke, it would probably be in a game I haven't played, a Pokemon game I haven't played or I haven't played in a while. So it would probably, at this point, it would probably be a it would probably be like Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. Although Ultra Necrozma is the, if I did it in Ultra Sun and Moon, Ultra Necrozma scares the living shit out of me. I don't, like, Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5. No, wait, when did the XP share get? When did the XP share become global? Was it Gen 6 or was it Gen 5? Oh, okay, yeah, Gen 6 is when it changed. Insert for Ultra Necrozma as a last resort. Like, Ultra Necrozma was only in Ultra Sun and Moon, right? Oh, Gen 5 was the last time it was X and Y, it became a thing. But you know, like, I said, it is legitimately the only thing that scares the living shit out of me. If I was to do it in Ultra Sun and Moon. But I will say, I find it absolutely hilarious how that they have never brought Ultra Necrozma back. Like, Ultra Necrozma is legitimately only in Ultra Sun and Moon. To my knowledge, you cannot have Ultra Necrozma in any other games. From what I understand. Like, Necrozma, Duskwind, and that are in, like, the other games. But outside of... You can't get it without using its Z move. Yeah, see, that, like, I didn't know that because I haven't played Ultra Sun and Moon and I haven't played Sun and Moon. That's legitimately the only gen I have not played. But why have it... yeah, I'm not going to question it. It would be nice to see if they bring it back, if they add Z-Move, like every, it would be nice to see if they add every old gimmick to Wind and Waves. So Z-Moves, Mega, Dynamax, etc. I agree with that one. That I would absolutely love. Like, you go to one island, it's Z moves only. You go to another one, it's Dynamax, another one Terra, another one Mega Evolution. That would be fucking amazing. Also, that's phase 2, by the way. That's the second phase. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually playing Gen 7. That would be interesting. I'm also according to the Terra leaks, the next Legends game is Galar. So I'm very interested in that one. If that is true. The only concern for me is the release dates. Because if we get Wind and Waves and hopefully, but what I'm kind of hoping for that, like, I'm kind of hoping that we don't have them like within a month of each other. I know both of them are going to be Gen 10, and I've accepted that. I just hope, like I said, I just hope it's not. Not ZA, of course. Legends is basically just them It's just their experimentation. It's only words. Legends is just for them to experiment. Well, that's the concerning thing, because from what from the leak I've seen, they're aiming for the October, November for Wind and Waves. Yes! I'm fucking done. Let's go. Fuck yes. I want it to be early 2027 as well. I would love early 2027. I would, if they did that, like Legends Gala October, November, that, and Wind and Waves March or April, that'd be absolutely fucking amazing. I would also be happy if they did it the other way, so the new Legends game... You are in the wrong box. There you go. Done. Base ZA Living Dex fully shiny. I'm actually happy about that. But yeah, no, like first full Living Dex shiny. The DLC is gonna be fun, but that's gonna be quick. Of course, I still need to get the Bacon Bird and Mewtwo, but that's in DAs and I don't have them yet. I guess, yeah, I think that too, but I want to go out on a limb and say, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with ZA today. I'm pretty sure the next Legends game is gonna be Gen 10. And Diancie and Pogo, yeah, don't. I haven't made progress in that, if I'm completely honest with you. So Farfetch'd is done. I'm not going for forms. Oh, shit, I need the Porygon. I mean, the upside now is I'm just looking for zones that have DLC mons in it. Speaking of which, there's one right there. Oh, my final stage is... I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna end up doing the... Because I'm... I'm probably gonna do a DNS exploit to get shiny Diancie, if I'm honest with you. and get some of the old event Pokemon. Because that'll get a Shundo. I mean, if you do, that's massive. Because I know the vast majority of the ones that are just like... Let me just... I do also need that one. You need... It literally is just like it's just something called a D. All you have to search for is but basically what you go to the settings in your 3DS, you put an IP DNS in. You set, so you gotta do no to automatic. Why do I have 6? Nice. So and then basically what that does is it allows you to get all of the old event Pokemon. But that's mostly for the old DS games. Or... yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm getting a 2DS XL, like a new 2DS from a friend. When I do, I'm gonna mod it, but I kind of want to get a capture card installed on it. Let me just see quickly. It was only distributed twice, once in 2015 and once in 2016. It is where the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Thank you, Ancha. I just want to check my boxes real quick. Because which number's Spoink, isn't it? Like 100 in this dex? No. 84. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for event Pokemon. is just inject them. Or just either DNS exploit or just inject them. Shiny Iggly buff. Nice, congrats. No, I do not want to leave. Nice. Big congrats. But yeah, the DNS exploit primarily works for Gen 4 and 5 Pokemon. Unfortunately. Oh, no, 100% I agree. I do agree with that. I do wish I could, yeah. That, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I'll probably inject the events just so I've got them. I think, I don't know, the benches would be more... The benches would definitely be more broken in this one, in all, if I had to guess. The question is, well, am I going to get the Spoink or am I going to get one thing, something else first? But no, the big thing with the Gen 4 games, especially if I was going to buy them, I think the balance would be you lose, let's say, 50 calories per bench reset. if I had to guess. Well, that's the way I would do it. But also with hyperspace, I've mostly just kept doing oh, we got the map for Go Fest Tokyo. Oh, there's quite a few of them there. I think the difficult part's going to be completing the dexes in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And also Sun and Moon. No way to get trade evos, yeah. That's the only thing I hate about I understand why they took the servers offline. But yeah, I'll probably end up having to force for them. I would like that as well, but knowing Game Freak and the Pokemon, just Game Freak, they're gonna fucking put Everstones on those Pokemon. And yes, I deadly I don't know, I would prefer if they never, if they did that, they would probably put Everstones on them. I mean, that is interesting though. Because from what I've I just looked into that quickly, and what I found was it was a bug with Kadabra. It specifically Kadabra into Alakazam, and that was mostly like Gen 3, Gen 4. Yeah, true. True. Well, I don't believe you could ever cancel trade evos. Since from what I understand is the B trick, it only works on level based evolutions. Who knows? I don't know then. Can I get a yellow bouncing pig, please? I am not looking forward to that. Like the normal type, like the hard to get normal types, I am not looking forward to. I don't like giving ultimatums unless I'm like a last resort. It also does depend which version I... Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, shouldn't you be getting to bed soon? I'm not going to be live much longer just because I've got to clean up I've got to do a bit of cleaning before bed. Catch you later, Bass, and of course, good luck tomorrow. I'd like some luck. Jesus. I would love some luck right about now. Anyway, yeah. Catch you later. Sleep well. I get this if I don't get this gold pig, I'm just gonna punt them. Okay. I don't know. This one's going to probably take a while. The Meowth is probably going to be the quicker one, I hope. At this point, I'm not really fussed if I don't get one. Get a shiny because I finished the base deck, so I'm more than happy with that. Ugh. But yeah, I don't mind if I don't get anything here. Oh, I got an alpha one before. Hopefully I can get a shiny one soon then. The Porygon line as well, that will definitely be a shiny donut. Just because, mostly due to the fact of how many, I need 3 of them and it's a 5-star zone. Nothing's there, unfortunately. Just got to keep going for it. Okay. I'm almost surprised there's not been a shiny at all yet. I will check the Kadabras. But I'm not I don't think any of those are shiny. Let's go check. Yeah, nothing. Hey, oh nice. Hell yeah. That saves me evolving it. That's actually perfect. I'm gonna quickly... quickly, I need to hope I get Malamar and what's its face. I mean, shiny Grumpig's down low, which is great. The only downside with this is now I have to get 20 items on the ground on top of trying to get the few Pokemon I need. However, that's easier said than done. Well, there's Alakazam. No Malamar. That's kind of typical, if you ask me. I'm not gonna get this because I don't know where the last... Yeah, Malamar's catch rate's too low. Oh well. But yeah, I'll go for this one. Where's the meow? There. Perfect. But yeah, this will be great because if I can get a base Meowth, then that just puts me one closer. Although I actually don't know how many resets it's going to take for this one. Because Meowth Shiny just looks so... There's not much of a difference. But yeah, I'll finish this one and I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm not really interested in more Railjack content in Warframe. But yeah, I'll rush over and check which one. I don't think any of these are going to be shiny. No. Oh. All right, let's. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I think I'm basically just gonna call it. I think I need to grind a shit ton of donuts and berries out. I'll give it. I'm gonna go for free. I'll go for another 15 minutes. Well, probably 10 minutes. If I don't have a shiny, I'll just dip. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot that I still need to. The DLC, this DLC dex is definitely going to be a long one. But I don't mind. I really don't mind. It's just, it really is all just about pushing forward. Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm probably gonna wrap up now. I do want to check. I don't think there will be. No. Got some stuff to do and then I'll be done. I've got some other stuff to do tonight, so I need to deal with that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'll be live again tomorrow. Base Dex is now done at 611 hours. I'll probably be on Scarlet. I'll probably be on Sword and Shield. I should be on Sword tomorrow, making progress.